Alrighty guys, welcome in. As always, subscribe to the channel. Hit the icon alert for making videos. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Helps the channel out a ton. I'm just going to set everything up. Give me about 1 full minute here and I should be ready to go. Where is it? Cool, there's that. Day 597 and then minus 53.5K. Cool. Appreciate you guys subscribe to the NoManualTrading.com community. Clicking the icon earlier for making the videos. Just getting everything set up. Today was a pretty, volatile day out there. A lot of pop and droppers to be expected. I am live going over the best. All right, there's that. Cool, small caps, boom, done. Cool, there's that. There's that. Alrighty, guys, give me about 20 more seconds and I should be ready to go here. All right, there's that, and then we can copy this, boom. Hope that you guys had a great trade day. I hope you guys been trading well. Appreciate you guys subscribing. The NoManualTrading.com community helps the channel out a ton. Alright, so we're going to go like this, we're going to go like this, and we're going to go like this. Today's big runners, we can do EDU. That definitely was a big runner. What else? We had AUVI. We had Husa done. Alrighty, guys. Alright, guys. Appreciate you guys subscribing to the NoManualTrading.com community. Just setting up the TikTok here. Alright, ready to go. Alright, what's going on, Steve Austin? What's going on, John? What's going on, Kite? What's going on, DS? What's going on, 23? We'll give it about 15, 20 more seconds. People trickle on in, then we'll get ready to go here, okay? Alright. So today, the main loser for me was the AERC trade. After seeing the way this thing closed, I was so convicted. And then I believe it had news this morning at so you can see here right about 340 that there was a downgrade from a hold to a hold from a buy. And I think that's what really caused it. And then I've just messed up, gapping up. I messed the entire day up, in my opinion. I really thought we were going to get a ramp and rip. And we really just didn't. We kind of had a chance here, ripped up to 1740s, comes back down, and I end up stopping out right in here, or I believe it was right in here. And then this thing just, could have been worse. Took a loser on HUSA and AUVI, and then I started to take a couple of good trades on AUVI. AUVI starting to perk after hours. Going to be one watch tomorrow. CPTN was a nice little scalp. I mean, I didn't even take a piece of the move, really. I sold it at $1.57, and this thing goes to 2. So, a lot of pop and droppers today. What was the other one? MSPR was another pop and dropper. Pixie, Rev. But Rev's on watch tomorrow the way it's holding right now. AUVI is holding as well. So, you can see that AERC definitely heated up this market. And, today I was a little off with sizing up, mainly just AERC. Luckily, I was able to come back with AUVI. Redbox was a nice payout for me as well. I ended up locking it up the rest of it today for a total of about 450 grand or 400 grand, roughly total P&L on Redbox. And the inherited IRA, and then AUVI. I ended up taking a decent sized position and scaling off into this, but something that definitely could gap tomorrow. You know, Rev and AUVI are number one watches going into tomorrow. I think there's going to be some good opportunities going into tomorrow, guys. I really do. I think there's going to be good opportunities. I think overall, those of you guys on TikTok, you can see kind of my screen here. You know, there's going to be good opportunities. It's just a matter of sizing into them properly and not being too aggressive and being patient and waiting for my setups, because there will be setups tomorrow. There's going to be an opportunity to make 50+ thousand tomorrow. There will be. It's on the table. You can see with the volatility and all these stocks to the short, to the long side. You know, it's out there, and it's going to be out there. It's just a matter of me executing tomorrow. It's a matter of me taking advantage of the setups. It's a matter of me sizing in properly, not getting too impatient, being patient, you know, and letting the setups come to me. Don't get too aggressive, but still be aggressive enough. It's a fine line, right? And so you have to think to yourself, this is a trader. You know, there's days when you get aggressive. Tomorrow's going to be a pretty aggressive day for me. It's not going to be extremely aggressive. I'm going to take proper size them when it's there. There's going to be some good opportunities going into tomorrow, and I need to take advantage of them. Today was not that day for me, so I need to push tomorrow to make sure that I take advantage of what's going to be there. Because days like tomorrow are not always a thing. Days like today are not always a thing. And we need to be smart, and we need to take the proper trades that we know we should be taking going forward. So AERC kind of ruined the day, and then I just think I got overly aggressive with that big loser and ended up, you know, clawing back a little bit. My inherited IRA has been crushing it, though. In the past 2 or 3 days, we have absolutely crushed it in the inherited IRA. Roughly up about $600,000 to $700,000 in the past 2 or 3 days in that account. And it just feels good to kind of get back into the swing of things a little bit. I know that I'm trading a lot better. I know that I'm back into, you know, the realm of what I should be doing. I'm trading properly. I'm being patient. I'm taking things off when I should be taking them off. I'm taking shorts when I should be taking the shorts. You know, today wasn't a textbook day by any means. Today was a, 7 or 8 out of 10 trading day. But it was just, one big loser. And then, overall, I felt pretty good about the way that I traded today, especially in the inherited. And, I'm just going to keep pushing, keep making sure I stick to the same disciplines, trading my plan, my process, my strategy, because I know it works. And, that's about it today, guys. I appreciate you guys subscribe to the NorMagnoTrading.com community. As always, click the icon to alert you for making new videos. Make sure to subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton, guys. I really do appreciate it. The Normal Trading community really appreciates it. I know we can get at least 20 likes. There's 50 of you live right now, and there's going to be another probably 1,000 of you watching this tonight. So appreciate you guys for liking the channel and subscribing again. And Corey, what's your question? I'll answer your question. I have a question later, possible, since no one has them. What's your question, Corey? I'm interested. What are we talking about? We're talking about stocks. When you start with your 1K challenges, how much do you YOLO first profit percentage for the people in the back? So when I start my 1K account challenge, I take more risk. I generally use, the entire account or at least half the account when I'm taking a trade, but that means that I'm also really highly convicted in all my trades, and I put myself in a position where I know that I'm pretty highly confident. Now, as I get to 100K, 400K, 500K, I have to size back. And that's when I start getting myself in trouble, is oversizing. But I trade my best when I just take the highly convicted setups and trade them properly. Hopefully that helps. Johnny Knox, I'm going to be offering a sale soon for you guys. So hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of that. Do you post alerts? I post ideas throughout the day. I don't say when I buy and sell. People in the room have ideas and knowledge and a foundation to kind of help, hopefully, get some self-sufficiency going. That's really the name of the game at NorMagnoTrading.com community. But overall, I don't really post a lot of whole buy and sells because I don't want anyone piggybacking, and I also don't want anyone getting into a trade because things can happen very quickly. And a trade might look one way for 5 seconds, and the next it looks completely opposite the next 5 seconds, and I have to flop my concepts, right? So things are very active and interactive throughout the day, and things can change very, very quickly. So it's not only the biggest thing is I don't want people piggybacking. The number one thing definitely is I want you to be self-sufficient. And, if you rely on someone else, I don't really believe in that. And also, yeah, like I said, things can change very quickly. So, but I do post ideas and comments and top watches throughout the day as best as I can. But and I do appreciate the mods for helping out on the channel as well. I don't say thank you enough to them. They're the ones you guys should be thanking. They give you guys ideas, concepts, certain things to be looking at, certain things to be studying. We do our best here at NorMangoTrading.com to kind of create a foundation where you can at least grow and learn and build up, as best as you can, and hopefully just grow as a trader. So anyways, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, trader. You're on risk. Have a plan, of process, and strategy. Check out the links in the description below. It's my